Hey guys, D-Man here, and today we are reviewing Spider-Man Far From Home. So we're gonna do this like average, like normal. We're gonna do spoilers. Sorry, not spoilers. We're gonna do spoiler free, then spoilers. I'm gonna just back this up a bit so you can get a better. Yeah, that's good. But anyways, we're gonna do spoiler free, then spoilers. So this is a little bit of a backstory for me, to be honest, because when I watched Avengers Endgame, I kind of fell off of the superhero game, like the superhero genre for a bit there. Um, because I kind of just got bored of it, to be honest. Like Avengers Endgame was just not good to me. They did several things wrong. They made Thanos into like an average villain that just wanted to destroy stuff because he was evil. They overpowered a few characters, and they didn't give a few characters their redemption moments that I think they truly deserved. And they kind of just finished it off in a poor sense, in my opinion at least. But this show has brought me back from the brink of just like quitting Marvel superhero movies for a bit. Because to be honest, I was getting a little bit just like I don't really want to watch this anymore. But I watched it because I was just like, I'll go watch it because it's like a deal right now on movie tickets where I am at. So I went to watch it, and it was actually quite good. Not as good as the first one. Before you start asking, like, is it as good as the first one? It is not good as good as the first one. Not as good as the first one. And by the way, two end credit scenes. One had to be like one like after this little end credit like animation thing, and then one at the very end. We'll get into those end credit scenes a little bit later, but I'm just reminding you, two end credit scenes, so definitely watch this movie through the end. But was it good? Like what was good? What was bad about it? Without spoiling it, I will say what's bad about it first without spoiling it. First off, the plot is very predictable. If you know anything about Spider-Man comics, you're gonna spoil it for yourself. The trailers kind of gave away the relationship between Peter and MJ. Yeah, Peter and MJ, right? So yeah, the trailers kind of gave that away till the end there. So that's kind of sad. Um, just gonna block this off. Trailers. But yeah. So the trailers kind of gave that away. So you didn't really get a surprise there. The humor was actually quite funny. There were some really good moments in there. Some really good, just funny jokes in there. And then it just kind of just happens. So the plot, very predictable. And the trailer, like, everything's pretty much predictable. So that's kind of sucky about it. But the good things are, it's funny. Pretty funny, I mean. Wait a minute, there's one more bad thing. The Tony Stark thing kind of just forced in there because I guess they didn't have any other character to take his place. So they're trying to just force like Spider-Man to take his place. And you see this in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, unless you haven't seen the trailers yet. But yeah, like supposedly he's gonna take Tony Stark's place. But yeah, that's something that I didn't really enjoy either. Good things. The first one, it was funny. It was pretty damn funny. Second one, it had two great end credit scenes that were hilarious and were actually a twist that I did not see coming. What else to say about it? What else to say, like, the good things about it? It was goodly paced, I guess. That's something, too. Like, it had a fair amount of action and comedy and stuff like that, so it was goodly paced. And it was just enjoyable. I guess it's just enjoyable. And if I were to rate this 1 out of 10, 1 being the worst, 5 being average, 10 being the best, I would rate this a 6. I know it's low. I know it's pretty low. But it doesn't really deserve much more than a 6. But the end credit scenes are worth seeing this. The end credit scenes are worth seeing this. But yeah, I rate this a 6. It was good. Not as good as the first one, but good. And enjoyable. Okay, so spoiler alert, just in case you're wondering when spoilers are coming. Spoilers are coming right now. So basically, this is all about Mysterio, and it turns out that he was a Tony Stark employee that helped Tony Stark or create it himself. He created the Holler projector for Tony Stark, and then Tony Stark fired him. So that's kind of weird. But yeah, like Mysterio was basically just this guy that was a bad guy, and he said that he was from a different world, but it turned out not to be from a different world. And they never really brought that up again if that's actually a thing or not. So that's like a thing that's left there. It's just like maybe that's a thing, maybe that's not a thing. So that's just a thing that's left there. And it's just like the plot line goes from there. It's just like he becomes Spider-Man's friend until Spider-Man finds out he's a bad guy, and the plot line just goes from there. And you're just like, oh, like it's just gonna like he's gonna defeat him at the end. And then again, the trailers not spoiled. The trailers spoiled MJ's and Peter Parker's plotline as well. They really just spoiled it. They're like, oh yeah, well, they're kissing in the trailer, so that's what happens in the movie. So at the end of the movie, they get together. I am really saliva-y right now. So yeah, at the end of the movie, they get together, and you kind of just knew that was going to happen. So that kind of sucked. But let's get to the really gritty, juicy parts, okay? The end credit scene. So the end credit scene were awesome, okay? So let's get with the first one. The first one was that Mysterio videotaped Spider-Man and revealed that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Or sort of revealed it. J. Jonah Jameson showed up again, and it was actually the original actor from the first Spider-Man that played J. Jonah Jameson, which I really enjoy because he's like one of the best comic book people that played him. Although he didn't play him to his fullest extent in this one, I don't think he did. He played him a lot better in the original Spider-Man, but in this one, it kind of like lackluster. But yeah, man, like everybody knows who Spider-Man is. I'm sure they might try to twist that into a way where they don't know, or maybe they're just going to have that as a plot line from now on, so that's pretty interesting to see. And I'm pretty sure this is all leading into the Sinister Six, if I'm not mistaken, that's what their name is, right? The Sinister Six. I'm pretty sure this is all going to lead into that, where they try to kill Spider-Man, and maybe Crow or the Vulcan, I forgot his name, but the first Spider-Man villain, maybe he will save Spider-Man. I don't know, but this is going to be very interesting because it's very interesting, this plot line that's just dropped. Like, that's like the best part of this movie. And the second one is that Nick Fury is off with Skrulls in space, and I'm assuming Captain Marvel perhaps. So Nick Fury, so on Earth, the Nick Fury that we see is a Skrull, is actually the original Skrull from Captain Marvel. Because he's a good Skrull. And Nick Fury is with the Skrulls doing stuff, and I'm guessing that's all leading up to Secret Wars or something like that. Which I will watch, obviously, but I'm guessing that's all leading up to Secret Wars, so that's pretty interesting. And they're all asking for, like, the Avengers and stuff like that, which is, again, another little plot hole where it's just like, why didn't the Avengers show up? Like, where's the Hulk? Like, I get it, Thor's off-world, Captain Marvel's probably off-world, but what about the Hulk? Hawkeye? Even though he wouldn't be that much of a help. War Machine, I guess, and the new Captain America, plus Bucky. Just spitting out characters. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Scarlet Witch. I don't know where she is. She's probably just depressed somewhere. But yeah, like, it was a very interesting end scene. Very interesting indeed, and I really enjoyed this movie. As I said, it was a 6. The movie itself was enjoyable, but it wasn't the best. But the end credit scenes were the awesomest. It was just like, oh my goodness, Spider-Man identity revealed, and also Nick Fury is with the Skrulls, and that's leading up to a pretty awesome movie, I hope. Don't know, but I'm hoping. And I'm hoping they can make it up for disappointing me so much in Endgame. I don't know if they will be able to, but I'm hoping they will be. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell notification because, you like my content. That's one of the ways to keep up with it. Go to the link below because that's where my Twitter is. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, you should check out this one, or click right there, because that was subscribed to my channel. That middle one right there. Anyways, I hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to my Twitter and follow. As always, my friends, stay sane. Peace.